Hello, dear Taurus. Welcome to your July 2019 tarot card reading. I am excited to be here with you guys this evening and look forward to delivering the messages that are meant for you, or messages that you may derive inspiration from or insight. My name is Shamika, if you don't know already, okay? This channel is associated with a website. It's www.twinflamelovejourney.com. It is still a work in progress. I haven't completed it yet, but you might want to bookmark it or go check it out, the fun online ruin game, okay? I will be eliminating the mid-month updates this month, but I am going to definitely introduce the pick a card read. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so that you stay abreast of your readings as they come out. Also, Taurus, you know, this is the first time I've done this month, but if you feel so inclined and have a specific pick a card read that you would like to see come out this month, I am open to ideas. I have thoughts in my head, but I am open to ideas, and I will be sure to consider those that are suggested. Highly likely that I will implement them, depending on how many people reply. Okay? But without further ado, let's get started, okay? Dear Taurus? All right. Dear Spirit, please show me the present energies for my dear Tauruses here in July 2019. Please show me the present energy for Taurus here in July 2019. Dear Spirit, please show me. And I have innocence as the present situation. Innocence is equivalent to the Sun Tarot. This is about clarity. This is about appreciating the small things in life. All right, but let's pull the rest of the cards before we'll delve right into the deeper meaning, okay? Dear Spirit, please show me the energy for my dear Divine Masculine Tauruses here in July. Please show me the present energies for my dear Divine Masculine Tauruses here in July. Now, Taurus, please keep in mind that when I say Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, the energies may be read backwards or they're interchangeable, okay? Also understand that if you're the Divine Feminine watching this film, there could be messages derived for your particular Divine Masculine. Same for Divine Masculine. If you're the Divine Masculine watching this film, you may be able to derive messages in regards to your personal relationship within the Divine Feminine spread, okay? All right. Dear Spirit, please show me the energies for the Divine Masculine, Twin Flame and others here in July. Please show me the energies for my dear Divine Masculine. Let me jump. All right. Two of Fire possibilities. All right, dear Spirit. Please show me the energies for my dear Divine Feminine. My Divine Feminine Taurus is here in July 2019. Please show me the present energies for my dear, or the energies for the Divine Feminine in July. The headliner. The energies for my dear Divine Feminines here in July. And I have the Six of Waters, the Dream. All right, dear Spirit. Please show me the evolving energies for my dear Tauruses here in July. Please show me the evolving energies for my dear Tauruses here in July. And I have the Eight of Rainbows, ordinariness. Okay. All right, dear Spirit. Please show me the next evolving energy for my dear Tauruses here in July. Please show me the next evolving energy for my dear Tauruses here in July. Now, Taurus, when I say evolving energies, I'm meaning your headliners. There's a lot of energies. Energies move very quickly. Keep that in mind. So what I'm asking for are the headliner energies for your month, okay? And we have the Four of Waters tuning in. All right. We're going to pull one more evolving energy or one more headliner for you, dear Taurus, and we'll get started. Dear Spirit, please show me the next evolving energy for my dear Tauruses here in July 2019. Please show me the next evolving energy for my dear Tauruses here in July. The Three of Rainbows, abundance, or guidance, excuse me. Well, guidance is abundant, right? It is a value. Okay. So without further ado, dear Taurus, let's get started, okay? The first card I pulled is the Innocence Tarot, okay? There's this wise gentleman here, sitting here, and he's very much admiring the beauty, the specimen of this praying mantis or grasshopper. No, it's a praying mantis sitting on his hand. The reason he's there is because he's appreciating the now, okay? He sees things clearly. He understands the beauty of everything that exists around him. And what this card tells me is that this is an energy that will be flowing moving into this month of July. Many of you may have received a yes in some aspect of your life. Some of you can see things clearly that may not have been so clear in the past. Nonetheless, there's the spirit of thankfulness, appreciation that is exuding around you from within you, and you are able to appreciate the beauty of a particular situation, the beauty of a particular relationship, the beauty of just being yourself and being able to breathe. Like, I get up today, I'm so thankful for the fresh air. I wake up, I'm so thankful for the breeze. It's that type of energy, okay? And so we're going to clarify this innocence energy. And like I said, innocence is equivalent to the Sun Tarot, okay? Just for your reference, all right? Dear Spirit, please clarify innocence for my dear Taurus here in July. Please clarify, dear Spirit, the Innocence Tarot for my dear Taurus here in July. Please show us. And I have the Elemental of Fire, because some of my dear Tauruses, some of you dear Tauruses have received some passionate communication, all right? Because the Elemental of Fire is equivalent to the Page of Wands, okay? It brings an influx of burning energy to the situation that can be advantageously harnessed and used, okay? So there's some situation where some passionate communication occurred, some passionate action took place, or at least the recommendation of a passionate action. This could be as simple as, we're friends, let's take this relationship to the next level. All right. It could be a communication in regards to, let's go on a trip together. Okay. It could be, let's get to know each other better. All right. It could be, you know what, I'm going to be your partner in this endeavor that you are embarking on. And as a result, you received a big yes in regards to something, dear Taurus, in your life. You received a big yes, and you're able to appreciate not only this particular situation that occurred in your life, but you're also able to appreciate the little things in life, because you understand that it's the little things that create the big things that we all dream of, or we tend to dream of in this life. The little things are in and of themselves something to be thankful for, okay? Innocence also may indicate children. So somebody could be getting news in regards to children, okay? Or they could be taking action in regards to some activity that involves children, an invitation to something that involves children. Nonetheless, some of you are definitely relishing in innocence, relishing in the sun, relishing in your yes moment for those Tauruses that received a yes in regard to something that they may have had questions about, in the past. Dear Spirit, though, let's please clarify. Oh, I didn't have to even shuffle that long, because the way that flipped out, I know this one is your card, okay? And it's the Nine of Wands, okay? Because you waited for something. You weathered the storm within a particular area of your life, within a particular experience within your life, okay? You worked hard, okay? You may have even battled a little bit or competed in something, all right? And nonetheless, you waited, and then your answer came in. This action occurred. This particular situation evolved in some way. And now you are in the spirit of thankfulness in regards to something in your life. If this is in regards to a relationship, you could have been waiting for, for the right time for action. You could have been waiting for things to ripen. You could be moving into the next phase of a particular relationship. You could be moving into a new phase in your life in terms of ideas and embarking on a new path, which could entail just about anything, your career, your hobbies, your family life. Nonetheless, you're coming into the month with a spirit of thankfulness being highly highlighted, dear Taurus. Okay? Spirit of thankfulness, spirit of appreciating where you are today, appreciating the now, and receiving communication that seems to make you very happy. And for some of my dear Tauruses, this was a yes. Okay? Moving right along, we have the Two of Fire energies for my dear Divine Masculine. This Two of Fires is the possibilities card. This isn't really about choices. It's about having possibilities here, having possibilities there, and being passionate possibly about more than one of them, okay? This card may also indicate traveling within when it comes to your passions, getting a better grasp of what you want, getting a better grasp of what you want to narrow your possibilities down to. The Two of Fire can also indicate twin flame energy, okay? And your ability to choose, Divine Masculine, how you want to implement and how you want to engage with the energy as it pertains to that if you're a twin flamed Divine Masculine, okay? All right, but let's clarify the Two of Fire, dear Taurus. What is this about? This Two of Fire possibilities energy for my dear Tauruses here in July. Please clarify, dear Spirit, for my Tauruses. What is this about, dear Spirit? And I have the Five of Fire, and usually the Five of Fire is about competition. But in this particular rendition, there is a slightly different meaning. What you see on this card, well, quite a significant difference, okay? What you see on this card is the planet of Jupiter, okay? This card speaks about having a lucky break and good fortune that can be used to achieve bigger things, okay? So it seems like the Divine Masculine is really enjoying a period of time where he has more than one option as it pertains to abundance, as it pertains to achieving a goal, okay? And this Two of Fire seems to amplify this Five of Air energy because they're both passionate. It seems like the Divine Masculine has his passions divided in at least a couple different directions, okay? Because he is wanting to make the best choice for his life. He is understanding, he's seeing clearly the pathway, for success in whatever this endeavor, in whatever this relationship or this situation entails. He's seeing it clearly, okay? But what's so interesting, and the reason he's seeing it clearly, I just want to show you guys something. That innocence, it brings in clarity, okay? So he sees the possibilities clearly, all right? There doesn't seem to be confusion yet. He seems to be at a crossroads. Maybe there's a crossroads where, as it pertains to where to invest his time and attention, where to invest his next move, okay? Dear Spirit, please clarify the Five of Fire for my dear Divine Masculine. Tauruses, please clarify, dear Spirit, the Five of Fire for my dear Divine Masculine Tauruses. And I have Justice. Because justice was served in some area of his life, through some experience in his life. The Justice Tarot, on a baser level, can indicate the justice of the peace. Did some of my dear Tauruses go to the justice of the peace? It could also indicate a legal case where justice came in and a fair judgment was enacted, was implemented, or was started, or is in the process of being completed, okay? Within his life. And as a result, he was able to free up some aspects, reset the scale, balance out things in his life. This could also indicate a significant Libra in your life, okay? Nonetheless, dear Taurus, what we see here is that justice was served in a particular situation within his life, okay? Even if it's not the judicial system, it could apply to karma. It could apply to any aspect within his life, okay? And now he's seeing the possibilities, and he's very passionate about it. And he understands that there's more than one path to where he wants to head in this life. Well, that's a very interesting dynamic for the dear divine masculine Tauruses. All right. Moving along, we have the Six of Waters energy, the dream. This is about the past, dear Taurus. What is this past about? This is also a soulmate card. This is about dreaming about the love of your life, dreaming about the past, dreaming about the future, dreaming about the love that you currently share. All right? But there is definitely an emotionally fulfilling aspect to this dream that my dear divine feminine Tauruses are relishing in. An energy that they will feel this month if they haven't already. All right? There's a dream in your heart, a song in your heart, dear Taurus. What is it about? Are you in love? Is somebody in love? Okay, for the single Tauruses who are dating. Is this dream about your twin flame? Is it about your soulmate? Okay. Is this dream about your ambitions? Some hobby that is emotionally fulfilling? Dear Spirit, please clarify the Six of Water, the dream, for my dear divine feminine Tauruses here in July. Please clarify, dear Spirit, for my dear Tauruses. What is this about, this dream? What is this dream about for my dear divine feminine Tauruses? Ooh, that's it. Well, Taurus, this is the Path Tarot, okay? This card is equivalent to the Hermit Tarot. This is about this light. This light is illuminating a path. This is about taking a walk within. This is about seeking your own path in this life, okay? Making your own decisions, seeking guidance from the divine, freeing yourself from the influence of others, trusting your inner self, okay? So some of my dear divine feminines have been on a journey of self-discovery. Now, this is not a path that we take once and we're done with it. This is a highlighted major energy that happens throughout the course of our lives. And as a result of taking this deep dive within, some of my dear Tauruses, now somebody is dreaming. Some of my dear Tauruses recognize their love. Some of my Tauruses have this very deep realization or expansion coming within them or growing with them in regards to the beautiful dream that they currently live. Others of my Tauruses are thinking of their love heavily this month, thinking of the one that is emotionally fulfilling, dreaming of the love that is in essence them. Because this is a phenomenon that I see happening with this card. Some of my dear Tauruses, many, are going within, seeking divine wisdom, and they're better able to recognize the love of their life. Recognize that loving partner that's meant for them in this life. And they're dreaming about it, okay? Dear Spirit, please clarify the path for my dear divine feminine Tauruses. What is this deep dive within that leads to a dream about for my dear divine feminine Tauruses? What is she dreaming about? What is the divine feminine dreaming about? That's something that's emotionally fulfilling from the past, perhaps. Please clarify, dear Spirit, the path and with the dream. Please clarify for my dear divine feminine Tauruses here in July. Please clarify. And I have Temperance because this card represents balance. Okay, it is the epitome. It's a major arcana card. You have two major arcana cards. Balance is heavily emphasized. This is about giving and taking and receiving. You know, this lady, she's pouring water into this cup, okay? This could be about my Taurus is giving, but they have learned to discover the need for balance, the need for reciprocation as it pertains to relationships and sharing, the need for, this card can also indicate some type of reconciliation that may have occurred in the past, which led you down this path of discovery, that led you down this path of seeking divinity for guidance as it pertains to something. And as a result, okay, you have entered this phase of dreaming. So these cards all scream very much so. This could indicate a significant Sagittarius in your life, Virgo. Nonetheless, it could be any sign. These cards really show that you have been going through a very reflective stage, okay? Temperance could also indicate that you were able to temper some habit within your life. Maybe start a new regimen in your life, okay? Which led you down this path of enlightenment, all right? And now you dream. Or maybe some of my dear Tauruses took out time to be alone, you know? And now they're understanding that, you know, maybe I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to be available for my love, because all love does is expand, all right? And when we do take that time alone, dear Taurus, to really go delve within and reach out to the divine, then we are much better or more equipped to recognize the love that we seek, or the partnership that we seek in this lifetime. But yeah, very dreamy, very introspective, and there's some type of self-improvement aspect occurring for you this month, dear Divine Feminine. Okay? All right. So moving along, we have the Eight of Rainbows, ordinariness. I find it very interesting that this is an evolving energy that comes up along with the Innocence Tarot, because the Innocence Tarot is a major arcana card, and it has the same flowers. Do you notice that? You know, and it's speaking on appreciating the little things, and that spirit is a major theme. It could also signify significant Leo in your life. Nonetheless, this Eight of Rainbows energy has stepped forward to say, I work hard, all right? And I understand that it is in the ordinary aspect. The ordinary aspects in life is what makes me abundant. I'm working hard and I'm appreciating the ordinariness in life, all right? So what's the difference between innocence and ordinariness, okay? You have innocence saying, I appreciate the simple things in life, the purity of life, okay? And then with the Eight of Rainbows, you have the ordinariness, okay? This, to me, speaks towards the practical aspects, the ordinary. I appreciate my job. I appreciate, you know, being able to pay my bills. I appreciate all of these things because I know that all of these things contribute to the comfort that I am currently enjoying in my life, all right? Many of you, dear Tauruses, have worked very hard, okay? And you have come to a place where you're able to appreciate the ordinary things in life, okay? Not only the innocence, but also the ordinary stuff. The ordinary things that maybe perhaps you don't have a divine love for, but they do make your everyday life, you know, much more comfortable than it could, you know, be as, you know, if it were to pertain to the poverty consciousness. You know, it's like many of my dear Tauruses have reached this comfortable phase materially in their life, dear Spirit, and they're able to appreciate the ordinary. But dear Spirit, please clarify the Eight of Rainbows for my dear Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So if you've been having a hard time financially, seems like things are going to, you know, the stress is going to ease a bit this month, okay? Dear Spirit, please clarify the Eight of Rainbows for my dear Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Tauruses here in July. Please clarify the Eight of Rainbows. And I have the Eight of Earth. Now, this is not an accident, guys. The Eight of Earth is equivalent to the Eight of Rainbows. You have two eights. This is talking about abundance. Abundance, dear Taurus, once again, okay? This card is the card of air creatures. This is a card that's, you see how these trees are stretching up to the universe? This card is talking about reaching higher and stretching farther, okay? And dreaming bigger. You are nowhere near your highest potential. And that's why you work so hard, dear Taurus, okay? You're working hard for something. Not only are you working hard, but you are producing results. The reason you're able to appreciate the ordinary aspects in life is because that you've always achieved to do better. You've always achieved to you've always achieved to be more stable, to evolve materially. All right? That is definitely interesting because of you being an earth sign and having these earth elements coming up. Basically, the 8 repeating itself, you know, here It's just telling me that many of my dear Tauruses have reached a plateau as it pertains to material satisfaction and comfort in this life, okay? And it's because you always want to do better. You always want to achieve more. But it's interesting. So, I think this message is coming in because, there could have been a period of time where there was some doubt, as it pertains to your material life. But, it's kind of like Spirit coming in and saying, you're doing a good job. Appreciate the ordinary. You work hard. You always are an overachiever. You're doing the right things. And if you really look around at the ordinary things, excuse me, within your life, you'll understand why you have everything in the world to be thankful for. But we're going to delve further. What is this 8 of Earth about, dear Spirit? What is this 8? Please clarify ordinariness and the 8 of Earth energy, this energy of wanting to achieve more to the point of being able to appreciate the ordinary aspects in life. Please clarify the 8 of Earth and ordinariness for my dear Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Tauruses. Queen of Pentacles, because you are, dear Divine Feminine, successful in your own right, okay? You are a mature queen. You are very stable. You are very majestic. You are about material comfort, okay? You not only are about your own material comfort, but you make everybody else around you feel comfortable, okay? Because you are the ruler of the material plane, all right? This queen could also indicate somebody of Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, yourself, persuasion, all right? And as such, even though you're the queen, you continue to build. You could continue to build, all right? You're the queen, but not only do you continue to build, you teach others how to do it. Some of my dear Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines may be teachers, okay? And as such, you're able to appreciate the abundance in life. This can also indicate an energy of abundance that may have come in for some of my Tauruses who may have had a hard time. And now you're just at the position where you want to maintain, but not only maintain, keep moving forward. So this also tells me that there's probably some success as it pertains to just about any project that may have been initiated this month. This also tells me that there's a success at work. There's success in relationships. It just doesn't seem like money is much of a concern moving into July for you. Some blessings coming in, like I said, for those who may have money issues moving into July. But there's definitely some aspect of working hard, achieving more, and being able to appreciate the ordinariness so that you can multiply for those who feel lack. So that you can multiply the blessings in your life, okay? Dear Taurus, all right? That's very heavily loaded with pentacles and earth energy. So that's definitely huge indicator of material, aspects, okay? Being at work or a big player within your life this month. All right, so the next card is the 4 of Water energy. This is the tuning in card, okay? The 4 of Waters would be equivalent to the 4 of Cups, but there's a slightly different meaning here. There's going to be a time, potentially, for some of my dear Tauruses this month, where you're just going to want to go within. Maybe there's an offer on the table that you really need to think about, okay? And you have a lot of people whispering in your ears, trying to give you advice, perhaps, about what you should or shouldn't do. But however, my dear Tauruses, understand that the answer is deep within themselves, and that's why they're going to be seeking Spirit, okay? And this goes right along magically enough with the path, seeking divine for answers, seeking divine, and then, dear Divine Feminine, turning that introspective period into a dream. You're dreaming about something, and now again you're tuning in, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, trying to seek the answers, trying to determine whether you want to accept a cup of love, whether you want to accept an offer, okay? Or maybe it's you that's wanting to present an offer to somebody, but you want to go within because everybody has an opinion. Some will agree with you, some won't. But you just know that the answers may be found within yourself, and that's why there's that spirit of tuning in going on. Okay, turning within. But it's likely very emotionally based, emotionally charged situation. But dear Spirit, please clarify the 4 of Water for my dear Tauruses. What is this about for my dear Tauruses here in July? Please clarify the 4 of Waters for Taurus here in July. And I have the Ten of Water. Now, the Ten of Water in this particular rendition has a very different meaning. Okay, this is the Otherworld card. This is talking about the need to take action even if you are in the dark or confused about something. Okay, so dear Taurus, it seems to me that there is definitely an offer. There's a question on the table. All right. And it was based on an emotional action, perhaps from the past that you took. Something that may have happened around the new moon period, that, has triggered you to need to seek answers in regards to something, okay? So this doesn't only imply that there's potentially some cup or offer on the table that you need to consider, but it also indicates that there's something that happened perhaps in the past around the new moon of last month or prior months, or that has come back into play. Is this why, dear Divine Feminine, that you're dreaming about the past right now? All right. But something happened that may have confused some of my dear Tauruses. All right. And it has triggered you to seek the guidance of your guides, your angels, the universe, God. All right. And to silence the noises around you, to silence other people's opinions about what this particular situation pertains to. Okay? We're going to clarify this Ten of Water, dears. What is this otherworldly aspect that occurred in the past that you need to tune in to seek answers in regards to it, okay? Because it did affect you emotionally, all right? Please clarify the Ten of Water for my dear Tauruses here in July. Please clarify the Ten of Waters for my Tauruses here in July, dear Spirit. What's this about for my dear Tauruses? The Ten of Water. The sun, because you had a sun moment, huh? And this is interesting because you have the sun twice. You're moving into the month with this big yes. And it seems like at some point in your not too distant past, you had a big yes moment. A big yes moment that may have led to a period of confusion. So if this is pertaining to a relationship, you may have gone through a period where, you and your love were just having, like, I see you, you see me, I see you clearly, this is what we want right now. But then it led to a period of dimness, okay? A period where, I'm not really sure where this is going. Okay, I don't know where this is going, and I don't really want other people's opinions about it. I've got to seek my guides from within. This can also indicate just about any other situation in your life. Is that if this does seem heavily emotional, all right? This is about seeing things clearly, but then not seeing things clearly. Like I thought I knew this person type energy, or I thought I knew what to do in this situation, or I thought things were going well at work, but then now I'm not so sure. I mean, nothing necessarily bad happened. I'm just a little confused about something. That's the energy I'm feeling. And then, as a result of this, you take time to tune in from the inside, okay? In order to seek some guidance, all right? In order to seek your answer as it pertains to this sun moment that kind of turned into this otherworldly experience. Or maybe some of my dear Tauruses saw a side of somebody that, they hadn't seen before. And they're just like a little confused about it. And they're seeking guidance, okay? Moving on, we have the Three of Rainbows energy, which is guidance, okay? Guidance is about solidifying a decision, okay? This particular rendition, though, is about seeking the guidance, seeking wisdom from your guides. Again, this is even clarifying you're tuning in, all right? Not only are you tuning in, but you are going to receive guidance. Now, this guidance can come from within. It may also come from a dream, okay? From somebody physically in your life that can provide answers to you. Nonetheless, it seems to me that you are going to receive an answer to your question. For my dear Tauruses that may have a question pending in their life, they're going to receive the guidance to understand, what happened during this sun moment, which transitioned to this otherworldly moment that evolved into confusion for some of my Tauruses, all right? And then you want to seek answers, and now you are receiving guidance. Now, materially, you're able to see things as they are. Okay, that's what's coming to me. You're able to see things as they are. Please clarify the 3 of rainbows, dear Spirit. What is this guidance tarot about for my dear Tauruses? Please clarify, dear Spirit, the 3 of rainbows for Taurus. What is this about? And I have the world. Because something is going to come full circle, okay? This card indicates a certain completion, okay? This is talking about wholeness, a sense that all is right with the world, a feeling of belonging to something bigger. So for some of my dear Tauruses, something's going to occur this month, all right, for some of you, that is going to validate something, some answer you're seeking. What is the question? Okay? I feel like this reading is like offering the answer without knowing the question. You know what I mean? But there is some question that needs to be answered. All right? And you're tuning in this month, and you're attending to your practical affairs, and you are receiving guidance, and you're receiving guidance. But not only are you receiving this guidance, you are noticing synchronicity. You are noticing the connectedness of everything that's happened up until this point. But let's put some more clarity on this card, dear Spirit. The world can also quite literally mean that, this particular rendition, that there's a particular lady that's going to be significant in coming to or deriving the answers. This also could indicate the divine feminine having a significant play in guiding, in providing guidance to any seeker, whether it's the Taurus or the person that you're thinking of. Nonetheless, an answer is going to materialize, okay? Now, there's not going to be a choice about it. It's going to happen, whatever this particular situation pertains to. All right, but let's clarify the world for my dear Tauruses here in July. Please clarify the world, dear Spirit, for Taurus here in July. 9 of Pentacles, I'm telling you, there's a heavy emphasis on the material plane, so definitely, this reading could definitely have something to do with your career or business partnership. Nonetheless, it's because not only is you, with the 8 of rainbows and the 8 of earth coming up, you have worked hard. You're still trying to achieve more. You're like, these 2 cards indicate in progress. I'm appreciating the ordinariness in life as I go about taking care of my material responsibilities, because I am the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And I need to go ahead on, and I need to make sure that my affairs stay in order. Whereas the 9 of Pentacles coming in is saying, okay, I'm going to pause for a second. I have worked hard enough, all right? Some of my dear Tauruses may be traveling the world, okay, with their love perhaps, with some friends, okay, with their families. Nonetheless, I worked hard. I'm ready to go travel the world. That could have come into play. But even with all of 3 of these together, what this indicates to me is that you worked hard. You're taking time to take stock. You're taking time to close doors that need to be closed. You're taking time to open doors to create that next trip around the tarot, okay? Taking a new risk, maybe considering it. But this need to close a chapter, okay? This need to, because I noticed that there's a lack of cups in this reading other than tuning in and the dream. It just seems like, some of my dear Tauruses reach a point where they're like, okay, I have the world, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm very solid. I'm very stable where I am now. Now I need focus. I need guidance on where I should focus my attention moving forward, okay? So it does seem like whatever this question was and this answer that you're seeking, you're going to find the answer. You're going to seek guidance, all right? And you're going to understand that it's going to entail closing a chapter on something, closing a file, finalizing, things as it pertains to a client for those that are listening to this and as it pertains to their careers. So overall, you're going to have a very interesting month, very practical. I see a lot of pentacles, so, definitely career and material comfort, could be a major emphasis or emphasized majorly this month. You have the Sun tarot that came up twice. So you have a lot of yeses. So if you're working on a new project or a new endeavor, if you're wondering about a relationship and, you know, like how things are going to work out, okay, as it pertains to such, understand that, you know, just like the sun has to come up every day, the sun comes up just like the moon comes up every night, okay? These are just phases in life, all right? And sometimes you do have to take time to tune in to discover the answers that you need as it pertains to your emotional fulfillment, okay? But yeah, you're pretty much, as it pertains to a relationship where there is love, true love exists, there seems to be some big yeses happening, okay? This reading is not being clear on whether there's going to be a solid black and white answer, okay? But it does indicate that you're going to receive good advice, okay? You may have been in the mood. You know, as you see this lady here, she has her head turned like, I don't want any guidance. She was tuning in. She may have been in this phase. But then there's going to come a time where you're going to be able to solidify decisions via the guidance you receive from within and without, okay? And in the meantime, you may put down your pen, shut your computer down for a little while, and just enjoy life where it is, okay? And close whatever chapters need to be closed, okay? Travel where you need to travel, okay? That's what travel's also indicated there, all right? You're appreciating the ordinary things in life. You're working very hard this month, Taurus. Working hard to work on a relationship, working hard within your career, working hard, you know, not that you don't work hard every day, but, you know, definitely your work is heavily indicated. You have a dream in your heart, even with all of this practical management of time, resources, you're still dreaming. You have this emotional dream, okay? You're dreaming with your lover, and if you don't have your lover right near you, you're dreaming of him, you know, whether it's through meditation. There's possibilities for my dear divine masculine, okay? Because no matter what happens, he's going to be successful. The possibilities are fiery. He could actually have his twin flame in his life, all right? His twin flame could be working hard as well, all right? Then we have the sun tarot moving into July, okay? And this sun and being able to enjoy innocence because you had somewhat of a victory. Some energy came in, some phone call came in, some message on the internet, you know, just some communication, passionate communication came in, passionate action occurred, all right? Maybe you were whisked off to the beach, you know, who knows, with friends or a lover. But you were somehow able to appreciate the innocent aspects and have your play in the sun this month, all right? All right, dear Taurus, before I go, I'm going to see what other messages we may derive through Spirit for you, okay? Dear Spirit, please clarify or please show us any other additional messages that for my dear Taurus is here in July. Please show me any additional messages for my dear Taurus here in July. Embrace the three worlds. Embrace the three worlds. Embrace the three worlds, dear Taurus. What are the three worlds, okay? This is the dawning of the green man, okay? I have seen this card before, pulling it for myself. Sometimes I like to pull the cards just to get daily inspiration, you know? But this card is talking about incorporating balanced judgment, okay? Looking from the viewpoint of the three perspectives, the underworld, the middle world, and the upper world in making decisions. This card screams to me about motivations. There is a indication that Spirit is wanting my dear Tauruses to really pay attention to their motivations as they go about their activities this month, all right? What are your motivations? Are they for the greater good? Are they derived through love? Are they derived through lust? Are they derived through greed? Are they kind of like derived through stagnation? That middle world gets me every time. You know, like that middle world, like having one foot, like sitting on a fence per se. But this card is saying embrace all three worlds, okay? So it's saying embrace all three worlds so that you recognize what is for you. Where does your spirit what does your spirit resonate with? Okay, where do you feel most at home? You know, this card also screams of authenticity. Okay, and you know, when you embrace the three worlds, you'll understand quickly where you feel comfortable and where you do not feel comfortable. What are your motivations? That's what this card is screaming to me. Okay, and I pulled one more for you. Okay, I don't know what made me do that. Move away from a difficult situation. So, you know, and this card reminds me of this tuning in where you have people with opinions. All right, if there's a difficult situation happening for you this month, okay, understand that you have the ability to remove yourself from it. All right, you don't have to have people talking in your ear all the time when you just need time alone. All right, you know how to reach out for your guides when you're ready. Okay, don't let anybody push you into a situation that you are not ready for, okay? Use your intuition to recognize and repel negative people, all right? And remove yourself from destructive environments and those who would dominate you, all right? And it seems like that you're doing a good job of doing that this month, dear Taurus, all right? So, with that being said, it has been a pleasure reading for you, dear Taurus. Please be sure to subscribe so that you may stay abreast of your monthly readings as they come out. Also remember that I will be introducing the pick a card read. So if you have pick a card read that you would like to see me, you know, an idea, please be sure to drop them in the comment section. And I can guarantee you, unless all of a sudden I get 100 different questions, which, you know, my channel is pretty new. I doubt I will, but I can guarantee you that I'm going to pick your question. All right. So that's just some encouragement. All right. And I'm excited about it. You know, once I get these readings rolled out, I am going to move on to that, and I hope to be pleasantly surprised in my comment section. All right, so until next time, dear Taurus, much love and many blessings to you.